Do you feel like you're constantly fighting an invisible force determined to keep you from succeeding? Well, the truth is that you're not powerless because of your lack of effort. You're powerless because of a spiritual predator feeding on your frustration. And he is controlling your entire life. But there is a way to stop him. This video will show you the spiritual shield that protects you so you can reclaim your power and finally take back control of your life. There are 5 demons that every person must face and defeat just to have a normal and happy life. The first gate in the third dimensional life is guarded by a demon who seeks to steal your power. If he is successful, you will be powerless to accomplish anything in your life. You will feel frustrated, angry, out of control, and most of all, resentful of everyone you believe has harmed you. You will be unable to let go of the past, which will make it impossible for you to go forward in life. So does this sound like any part of your life? I know I've experienced it, so I'm definitely not immune from it. I absolutely understand that. And the most frustrating part is that it seems the harder you try, the more effort you put into something, the less control you seem to have. And it makes you incredibly frustrated. You look around and you see people around you who are doing almost nothing, and they have all kinds of success. And it makes you very angry. And you start looking around at all the people that did it to you. It creates resentment. The demon's name is control, and he is the first demon humans call upon when faced with the uncertainty in three-dimensional life. Ironically, the person afflicted by this demon is actually seeking to use their power to affect their environment. But what ends up happening is that they unwittingly give their innate power to this demon, who makes them believe that they have the ability to control everything that is outside of them. This is the first deception. The belief that what you need is outside of you. Now, you may be thinking that I'm just being poetic when I talk about this demon called control. But in case you're new to my channel, I am an exorcist. I've actually cast demons out of people. I've seen demons come forth. I've seen people completely transform into beings not unlike the one on the thumbnail of this video. And many times when I've been casting the demons out, I will command them to tell me their name. And you'd be surprised. You think they're going to say things like Beelzebub and, the guardian of the deepest darkness, and that's not what they say. They always have their names associated with an emotion. Anger, control, fear. These are actually their names. Why? Because that is what they are. These negative emotions are not just some symptom of being human. If these are things that are part of your life, they are actually demonic forces. See, demons aren't fallen angels that fell and went to hell. Demons are created by people. And when people have an excess of negative emotions, those emotions actually start to have the same ability that AI does. They have enough self-awareness that they can interact and communicate, but they don't have a soul. This is what the demon of control is. And it is the first gate that we have to overcome if we are going to be happy and successful in life. So you have 5 spiritual shields that protect you from the demons of the third dimensional earth. The 5 demons are control, despair, anxiety, fear, and perseveration, which is just a fancy way of saying worrying too much. The 5 spiritual shields are power, perception, joy, success, wisdom. So power is the first shield that you lose, because the first mistake that all people make is that they believe they need to control their reality by controlling other people, trying to control things that are outside of them. And as we said before, this is the first deception, to believe that your happiness is going to come from things outside of you. Power is the first shield that is taken from you because it is directly connected to your 3D life force energy, which you need not only for your physical survival, but also your physical, psychological, and spiritual protection. Without your shield of power, the first thing you will lose is your life force energy. You will be unable to create and hold boundaries. You will unwillingly give up your life force to others in the false hope that you will gain control over them in return. This never works, and it creates intense anger, frustration, and resentment, which the demon control feeds on. So the thing about demons, because they are like spiritual AIs, they don't have power within them. They don't have a soul. You have a soul. Your soul is what literally powers your body. If you die, your electromagnetic generator leaves, and your heart stops beating. So demons don't have this because they were created by human beings, so they need energy. It's a fact. A lot of people have taken pictures and seen that ghosts hang out where? Next to power sources, because they feed off the electricity. That's the second best thing they can get. They would much rather have human life force to feed off of. But when they can't get that, they will hang out around power generators. That's why power goes off in the house when ghosts are attacking. They're not just being weird, they're actually sucking the life, the electricity out of it so that they can manifest these emotions. So once the first shield of power has been taken, the other spiritual shields fall like dominoes. Perception, joy, success, and wisdom. The result of the loss of the 5 spiritual shields creates intense emotional pain, which is then followed by insanity. Then each of the 5 internal organs responsible for projecting the 5 spiritual shields then becomes weak, which creates physical illness. If the person is not able to defeat each of these 5 demons, eventually their entire life becomes utterly miserable and chaotic, unless you know how to fight back and regain your shields. So in later videos, we will talk about the other shields and the organs that they're connected to. The organ that the demon of control is trying to feed off of is your liver. Now, you need to understand that your 5 organs are not just physical meat sacks that are used to digest food and clean blood and those kinds of things. Now, that's just on the physical level. Your physical body is actually the most powerful and the most complicated spiritual machine that's ever been created. The gods themselves wish they had what you have. Human beings are looked upon as the most blessed of creatures because of all of the power that we have. We have the Kundalini in the spinal column. We have the Chi, which is life force energy, which is what the demon of control mainly feeds off of. And we have the meridians in our body that the energy flows through. We have the 3 dantians, which are the 3 energy portals. We have the 7 chakras, and we have the 5 organs. The 5 organs actually have energies within them that project shields to protect us from these negative demons. So the first shield that you lose is the shield of life force energy, which is associated with your liver. And it is your life force energy that creates the main energy shield around you, gives you the ability to feel comfortable, gives you the power to take action on your desires. So this is why if you are being afflicted by the demon of control, you can be working really hard. It's not that you don't have ideas, it's not that you don't take action on them, it's that nothing ever manifests. That's because there's no life force energy going into any of your actions or any of your ideas. The demon of control feeds off of your life force energy. So your liver starts to get weak, and then things get really bad. But we are going to look at how you can overcome this demon and how you can get your life force energy back. So, about 60 years ago, a Maoshan spirit fighter wanted to create practices that channeled the power of the 5 spiritual shields to fight back against the 5 demons. Higher dimensional Taoist immortals came to him, taught him the 5-element spirit fighting forms. To defeat the demon of control and regain your shield of life force power, anyone can do the exercise for the wood element. Wood is the element that creates the pure energy of life force. This energy brings calmness and power back to the individual and will defeat the demon of control. So it's important to understand that there are practices out there. There's pranayama, there's qigong, there's meditation. Anytime that you simply breathe with intent, you are creating life force energy. You are creating this ether element. That's the European understanding of the wood element is ether. Ether is life force energy. However, once this demon of control gets in and has gained control, then really all that happens is that demon just simply siphons off that energy as you're creating it. So what we need higher dimensional energy. So what this Maoshan master did brilliantly was he created the exercises for the 5 elements, which tapped into a higher dimensional energy, even higher than life force energy. It is called Shi, and it is the electric energy that surrounds the heart. I talk about it in a lot of videos. But bottom line is that this is a power that has been kept secret from the world for over 2,000 years. Very small amount of people have learned about it. I was told for decades that I couldn't tell anybody about it. I had to keep it secret. Well, I'm not doing that. And the reason why I'm not doing that is because those same immortals that taught all of the Maoshan spirit fighters throughout the centuries have told me they want me to release this energy to the world. So I'm here to help you with the first problem, which is getting your power back, your ability to take action, to have your actions be successful, to be able to regenerate your protective shield, which will give you peace, which will give you harmony, which will give you a connection to the feeling of I am taken care of, because life force energy nurtures you and makes you feel safe, makes you feel satiated. So you don't have the need to control others. You can let people be whoever they are. You can let things be whatever they are. You have this power to create your own reality. You have the ability to find your way through problems without even trying. This is the power of the wood element. And so we start that in this process of healing. And so if you've been on my channel, you've seen this video before. So here's what I recommend that you do. If you want to get access to the Shi energy, there are very simple ways that you can do it. First thing that I recommend that you do is you go to thunderwizard.com and you click on shop. All right, so you see the 5 elements there. So if you click around, you'll find the wood element. So you can go to the shop at thunderwizard.com and you can get the wood element right there. Okay, it's this one that I'm showing you right here. All right, so let's say that's not feasible for you at the moment. Not a problem. Still go to the shop at thunderwizard.com. You see down there where it says Maoshan Summoning the Immortals, Moving Qigong. That is actually the easiest and the most powerful basic moving form that will give you direct access to this higher dimensional energy. It will give you direct access to this life force energy of the wood element. You will then be able to gain back your power, to take actions and have those actions mean something. You're going to have to look at your issues surrounding control. But hey, nothing's for free. That's the price. And you'll be free of it. It's a demon that is sucking the life out of you. You'll be free of it, but you have to be willing to face it. And then you can go to the shop at thunderwizard.com. You'll see Celestial Qigong. That will teach you the foundation of the Maoshan energy work. That is also a great place to start. And that one is even simpler. You just simply stand and do little postures, little movements. And you're going to find out that the energy, in fact, I've been teaching that for over 15 years, and every single person who was either a Qigong master or a Kundalini yoga master or a Zen master, whatever, all of these people who supposedly have mastered the most powerful energy practices, whenever they do the celestial Qigong, they say to me always, they go, I've never experienced anything of this high frequency, anything this pure, this powerful. So this will give you access to that energy. Now, if you want to get serious and you want to fight the demon head on with your bare hands, you can do the form. So go to thunderwizard.com and you'll see that. Scroll around. It's not on, oh, there it is, the wood set right there at the bottom. You can go ahead and start with that. Start with wood, and then you go through to the other elements. All right, so there it is, my friends. I hope that's been helpful for you. We also have the Warrior 90-Day Lightning Qigong. That is probably the best place to start. It's the cheapest, and there's so much stuff. In fact, I've had people who have told me there's too much information here. I kid you not. They get mad at me because there's too much information, because there's too many practices. But if you just simply take your time, you don't have to do all of it. Do what you can. I guarantee you this will shift you on all the levels we talked about. Your Kundalini, your Chi, and your Shi, your higher dimensional life force energy. So you get started with those three things. And then if you want to really get serious, go here to maoshan.thunderwizard.com. Get all 5 of the spirit fighting elements. We'll talk more about the power of that. And once you've got the 5 elements, then you can go to the Maoshan Level 1 instructional videos. You can unsubscribe from the Warrior 90 Day and subscribe at the Maoshan Level 1. You'll still get access to all of the Warrior 90 Day Lightning Qigong videos, plus you'll get access to the Maoshan Level 1 instructional videos. There are more of those coming, so be patient. I'm uploading this stuff as fast as I can, and I have more live demonstration videos coming up later in the year, so keep your eyes peeled. And those of you who are doing the practices, put in the comments your experience with the wood element. Let us know what you get by doing it. All right, that's it, my friends. I love you all. Please be very good to yourselves. You know what to do. You know where to go. I shall see you all very soon. Please take care of yourself. Until next time.